started in Finland when I was 4 or 5 years old. My parents introduced me to football. They were big football fans and people. My father was a trainer, my mother was a player. And so we were already then a football family, and then they took me to the first practice, first training, and I fell in love immediately. And after that, football was for me the #1 thing in life, and it became a dream to become a footballer. When I was young, I got to play in the Finnish national team, in the youth teams, which was very important because that is the best way to get to move abroad to play football in a bigger competition. So I did well there, and then I got the chance to go to Ajax, which is a very big club and especially for young players, very famous. So I was very happy, and then went with big expectations to Ajax, and started to play there in the Primavera of Ajax. But unfortunately, in 3 years I didn't make it to the first team. But it was a good 3 years to learn a lot about football. When I went to Ajax, in the last 3 years, I've become also a leader there. I became the captain in the last year, and then because the pressure in Ajax is very high. Every year you have to fight for the championship. You play Champions League, international games, so you grow a lot in those years. And I think that has happened to me also. And I had fantastic years there, and grew a lot as a person, but also, of course, as a football player. I have to start when I was young because I always followed the Serie A lot. It was always my favorite competition in the whole world. Big fan of Italian football, and so for me it was always a dream to play in the Serie A. And when I started to look at the options for the future, Sampdoria showed a lot of interest early on, and I got a very good feeling that they had interest in me and they wanted me to come here and have a big role in the team. And that was for me the most important thing, to have a good feeling about the team where I was going to. And of course I knew Sampdoria from before. I followed Italian football, so for me it was not a totally new team. And after I signed, I followed a lot last season, in the end of last season, how they played, and couldn't wait to come here and play. I have to say it was very disappointing and difficult for me to come here and have an injury. It didn't help to get into the team, into the club easily, and then everything is new, the language, the country, everything, and then you come with the injury, and you can't train with the team, and it's very difficult. And it was not easy for me, but I worked very, very hard to get back because the injury wasn't simple. It was very difficult, and I had a lot of problems for a quite long time, and now I have to say I'm happy those problems are behind, and I feel better and better every week. And when Mr. Montella came here, it was clear that he wanted to play a little like Dutch kind of football, to play from behind, and that is my quality. I can do that very well. So I think it has helped me a lot. But #1 thing for me is the physical. For me, the #1 thing was that I get physically 100% fit, and I really like how we train, and how Mr. thinks about football and how he wants us to play. So I think that suits me also. Yeah. I think at the moment we have a good mix in the defense. We have different kind of defenders. Some are very strong physically, and some are very good with the ball, and we all can play in those positions in defense. So I think at the moment I'm very confident how we are playing. The last weeks the results haven't always gone our way. We have had bad luck also. Important game, and the defense is getting better. So I'm happy where we're going, but we have to improve still a lot. I have to say it was the derby when it was the 6th of January. It was for me one of the most beautiful games I played in my career, because I have played with Ajax against Feyenoord, which is kind of similar kind of derby, but the atmosphere in Marassi, it really affected me, and our supporters, even though it was Genoa's home game, how much noise they made, and it was just an amazing experience, and I could see how much the game means to everybody here, and to all the Sampdoria fans. So I was very proud to play, and that we won. That was the most important. How good individually we are, but as a team we haven't always been able to bring it to the field, and so now the last games we've been playing better, and I hope we finish good this season, and then we can start a very good next season, and that is important that we stay now in Serie A like we're gonna do, of course, and then start next season very strong. Like I said before, for example, in the derby, the Sampdoria supporters made a big impact on me, and the whole season, even though we haven't delivered always what we could, and the results haven't been the best, they have always supported us. They've been there before the game. One time they stopped the bus and gave us support. They've come here to Boljasco and supported us. So I am very impressed by the fans. They always support us, and they are not too negative, I would say. They mostly only support us, and it has helped us a lot, and especially now in in this season, which has been difficult, the fans have helped us a lot. For the rest of the season, personally, I want to play the last games in a high level that I have shown now in the last games. Now that I feel physically good, I want to show the real Moisander like we talk about, and keep a high level till the end of the season, and the same for the team. I think we are doing very well. Like I said, we had a little bad luck in the last games, but now we won, and I think we can build on that and just finish the season strong as individually as a team, and that's the most important thing, to leave a good taste in the mouth after this season.